What challenges are you seeing in your practice regarding this topic, right, of we to me, or when one spouse is severely ill, loses capacity, or passes?
I think one of the biggest challenges is that people don't want to talk about this before it happens. I mean, really, who wants to sit around the dinner table tonight and talk about, well, honey, when I die, when I become incapacitated? No, I don't want to deal with that. And I think, there are other reasons why spouses don't want to have this conversation with each other that, you might even be able to speak to a little bit. Sometimes people they've siloed. This is a necessity of life. I'll make the money, you pay the bills, you'll cook dinner, I'll mow the lawn, right? We each get our job and we get good at it and then we go for it. And we don't take the time to teach each other. And sometimes it's time. Sometimes there's shame around the way somebody has been doing a certain job. Potentially the person responsible for the finances has gotten the family in debt and they don't want to tell their spouse out of fear. Or maybe they're, I don't really know what I'm doing with all of this online bill pay stuff. How am I supposed to teach my husband how to do it? So there's just so many things. Control is another one. I'm the one who pays the bills, and I don't want him tinkering around in this, or, I don't want her in the kitchen. I've cooked dinner every night for 30 years. I'm not going to teach her how to cook, right? There's just all of these personal reasons that we have not to deal with it. But, I've now witnessed so many grieving widows and widowers in my office who in the moment now with, you said we change when we're grieving. You've got all of this stuff going on in your mind, and now suddenly you have to learn how to be a financial planner or a chef, or in the case of incapacity, a nurse. Now I'm learning about a disease I've never heard of, and I have to figure out what a power of attorney is because we forgot to deal with that, and I need to sign 72 forms every time I want to take money out of this bank account. Just so many reasons to do it in advance. Oh, people often make decisions that they regret in haste. Right, so I've got one woman whose husband has Alzheimer's. He's now moved to a foster care home, and she says, I can't stand to be in this home anymore. It's so empty without him. I got to get rid of it. And within 2 months of him moving, she sold the home and moved. And now she's having big regrets about that. And so these are the things that people, to look out for, and the big challenges that we face in having these conversations and dealing with it. And I think especially around the finances, if, money's tricky. We were all taught it's impolite to talk about money, even with our own spouse sometimes. And so if you can use somebody you trust to facilitate the conversation, your lawyer, your financial advisor, your pastor, or trusted member of your community, I highly encourage you to take that opportunity to do so.